a fun little visualization exercise for anybody trying to cultivate more wealth energetically. So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes for a second, and I want you to imagine having a bank account that is automatically refilling. So let's say it's got $1 million or whatever number does it for you. It doesn't really matter, but it should be big. It should be a big number, a number that right? And I want you to imagine that if you go and buy yourself a car, by the time the check clears, that money is already back in your bank account. If you buy a house, by the time the closing happens, the money's already back in your bank account. If you swipe for a Louis Vuitton bag or whatever, the money's right back in your bank account before you even leave the store. All right. And so at this point, your mind may give you the yada yada and be like, this isn't realistic. And I want you just to say, hey, mind, thanks for bringing all those things to my attention. That's cool. Right now, we're not making plans. We're just daydreaming. We're just playing around. And I want you to acknowledge to yourself here that there's no need to bring all of the limits of reality into the place of imagination. The cool thing about imagination is that your imagination can do things that you cannot do in reality. Like, that's the benefit. So your mind is naturally going to want to bring those limits in, and you're just going to be like, hey, we don't need those right now. Thanks, but no. All right. Now, the next thing that's going to happen here is I want you to really start to play in this energy. And I want you to feel the freedom of choice. I want you to imagine going into the stores and buying stuff, not because it's on sale or there's no limits, right? And so you just get to be with your choice. You just get to be like, I want this or I don't want this, right? The entire part of money or the financial aspects come off the table. All right, so you're going to feel into the ability to decide for yourself, the pleasure of spending money, the pleasure of giving, right? If you had an unlimited bank account, what would you give? Who would you give to? How would that feel, right? So take a few minutes, and I want you to really just play in this energy. So this energy is going to show you more or less the frequency of money, the frequency of what really clean money feels like without restriction, without challenges, without scarcity, right? And so this imaginary freedom, choice, generosity, abundance, right? This energy that you have that you can cultivate through this activity is going to show you, what really, really a really clean, positive frequency around money feels like. So very likely you're going to have to stay with this, I would say between 2 and 5 minutes to start to feel your body state change. Now, when you feel that state change, you know that your vibration has changed. So stick with it and do it again tomorrow and the next day. And have fun with it. All right? Bye.